The chair now recognizes the gentlelady from California's 7th District for 5 minutes for questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank you and the ranking member for having this hearing today. Mr. Novak, the Constitution gives Congress the authority to set spending levels. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
The Constitution gives Congress the authority to set spending levels. Is that correct?
Appropriations, correct.
So why does DOE's 2025 spending plan completely disregard the spending levels set by Congress? Congress enacted $318 million for solar energy, but DOE is illegally using that funding for other purposes. Congress enacted $137 million for wind energy, but DOE has illegally reallocated 78% of that funding. This is illegal, plain and simple, and it demonstrates a shocking and unprecedented disregard for congressional authority and the law. Do you disagree?
Again, that question's quite a ways from the 8 bills that I'm here to talk to today, but I'd be happy to take that question for the record.
Okay, well, let me just say that the General Counsel was explicitly responsible for determining the department's authoritative position on any question of law. Now, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, okay. Now, I'm looking at this and realizing that the FY 24 appropriations bill, okay, Section 301D of the 2024 spending bill clearly states that the spending tables and the explanatory statement are legally binding, and Section 1105 of the 2025 spending bill states that the terms and conditions of the 2024 spending bill remain in force, including the requirement that DOE must follow the spending tables and explanatory statement. Now, let me just say this, the Department of Energy is clearly and plainly not quite understanding what is legal here, and it's this committee's responsibility to hold DOE accountable. Mr. Novak, if Congress passes a continuing resolution on September 30th, will you commit to spend the full appropriations enacted by Congress?
Again,
Yeah. It's outside of your purview, even though you're the General Counsel and
well, it's outside of the subjects on which I was asked to be here today
Well,
to testify on these 8 bills. What I'll
That's-
commit to is, it's my job to advise the department and the program element leads in regard to what the law requires.
So you won't commit to spending the amounts for each office and program as specifically required in the law. So would you, as General Counsel, look into this?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
As General Counsel, I believe that is one of your responsibilities, is it not?
It is to advise on what the law requires, law and regulations require.
Okay, Mr. Novak, I authored the Healthier and Greener Schools Act, and that bill was enacted as part of the bipartisan infrastructure law and created the Renew America's Schools Grant Program. The Renew America Schools program provides funding to schools to install upgrades that improve air quality and student health and save energy. Unfortunately, since President Trump took the office, DOE has withheld that funding, denying children across our country access to cleaner air. Recently, the nonpartisan GAO found that DOE has violated the law by withholding the funding. So what's your response to the GAO finding?
I'm familiar with the GAO report. I've read that, and I'd be happy to take for the record a response to the question of the department's throughput in regard to the GAO report
Okay,
on the Impoundment Act issues.
well, DOE must obligate congressional appropriations during their period of availability. And so I'm looking at this, trying to figure out how we actually go through this process. Does the department intend to cancel funding for the Renew America School program?
I'll have to take that question for the record.
Okay. But I'll just say, are you aware that OMB proposed canceling the Renew America School program in the 2026 budget? Do you have to take that back also?
I will. Again, just beyond the scope of what I prepared for today.
Okay. So do you recognize that only Congress has the authority to cancel this funding? That's part of the law, is not?
It's my understanding.
Okay. So if Congress does not cancel this funding, would DOE follow the law and resume awards under this program?
Again, beyond the scope of what I prepared for today, but be happy to take the question for the record.
Okay, I will continue to follow up on that. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Thank you. The gentlelady